Today we'll be getting the achievement Killshot Ready. The goal is 2,500 kills while at 10 stacks or more of marksman focus. Now, I don't want to have to actually aim at individual targets, so we will be running the recon las on the constant fire version that makes it hard to see what you're aiming at. You don't need to use this version, but I find it fun. For perks on it, I used increased damage against armored enemies so we kill the basic ads quicker, as well as increased critical hit chance. I also took the critical hit blessing, which will make more sense later. The primary goal of this setup is to blind fire at head height into crowds, which, now that I say it, sounds really bad. For build, Survivalist is nice as it means more ammo. This perk that increases crit rate as long as we are aiming down sights goes really well with this one that makes it where crits don't consume ammo for las weapons. Then we take Marksman Focus, as without that, none of the kills will count. The bonus stacks are nice because it will give us more leeway for error. For ability, I found Executioner's Stance to be the most effective as it gives bonus weak point damage, and using it makes it possible to see while using this gun. I took the perk that reduces ability cooldown for each specialist kill, as well as the one that gives bonus damage upon ability activation. Between these two, during the more chaotic sections of the map, it wasn't hard to have 100% uptime on the Executioner's Stance. For those that don't like the recon las, the bolt gun wasn't too bad. The good hipfire accuracy and penetration of the rounds made it easy to get stacks, then turn and paste a horde. For build change, get rid of the las stuff as well as the ADS buff and instead throw in more damage or reload speed, whichever you think works better for you. The downside is ammo is a lot more limited, so you may run out before the end of a run, and the reload time is much longer. The recon las overall performed consistently better at getting points towards the achievement, but not everyone likes it. I understand why. The braced autogun and infantry autogun were also not bad alternatives. One of the key things to note about Marksman Focus is that stacks are only gained upon a weak point kill, but it gives you 3 seconds of no stack loss for any weak point hit. You can use this to keep stacks while traveling the map. Also, any kill will count towards the achievements as long as your stacks are over 10, so your aim can get lax after you get the 10 stacks. Sticking to the front of the group while traveling also makes it easier to maintain stacks because, more targets. Lastly, it is to note that this build is all weak point and crit. If you don't hit heads, elites and specialists just will not go down. For difficulty, the highest that you can consistently clear is probably the best as they have more enemies and more hordes will be spawning in. However, I wouldn't bring this build into Havoc for obvious reasons. That's about it. I did mine on Orc. I was able to get around 200 average enemies using the Shout and a support kit. When I swapped to Executioner Stance and played more greedily, I was getting well over 300 kills per 20 minutes. 2,500 is a lot of kills, so regardless, it's going to take a few rounds to get it all. Hope this helps. See y'all next time.